Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles the Bands. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a hell of a show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, this is going to be one of those shows that I'm going to have a lot of fun with because I think it's a pretty funny one. Even if you read about the title, it's pretty hilarious, right? What am I talking about? Yesterday, we produced this show that centered on a post that I saw on SportsCenter's Instagram page that was taken down, where it was essentially about Denver head coach Mike Malone talking about the free throw disparity between his team and the Lakers. And he said the Lakers had something like 500 plus more free throws or something like that than the NBA this year, something to that effect, right? And I was startled when I heard that statistic. But the thing that even disturbed me more was the fact that the post was only up for like a few minutes, and then I tried to comment on it, and then it was taken down. I'm like, what's going on here? Was that a mistake? Was that information not supposed to be disseminated? What's going on, right? So yesterday I was watching some of the shows, and one of the shows I was following was First Things First, which features Kevin Wiles, Nick Wright, and Chris Broussard, right? It's an afternoon show, and I like the show. A lot of people do. I think those guys have great chemistry together. They have some pretty cool, unique components to the show that make it unique. So yesterday, they were reacting to the Game 2 loss, the heartbreaking loss that the Lakers suffered against the Denver Nuggets at the buzzer, right? Which was, I mean, to this moment, I still can't believe that the Nuggets won that game. It's incredible. Also, they were talking about this. And as you guys know, Nick Wright is a staunch LeBron James supporter. He's a LeBron James advocate. And sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, whenever he talks about LeBron, he loses all objectivity, right? And he's also very good at withholding information from the public in order to create whatever narrative it is he wants to promote. But yesterday, it seemed like Kevin Wiles was prepared for Nick Wright, and he was prepared for all of his foolishness that he usually tries to pull off on the show yesterday. So as Nick Wright was talking, you could see Kevin Wiles begin to get irritated. And for the first time, Kevin Wiles was just ready to shut down whatever narrative Nick Wright was going to promote during the show. And as he was talking, he then decides, this is Kevin Wiles, to put up a graphic. Right. And this graphic essentially was highlighting the free throw differential that the Lakers have had, including the playoffs, in the last 2 years over every single team in the NBA. And apparently what happened was, as he was showing the graphic, it turns out that Chris Broussard seemed to be totally unaware that this statistic even existed. And I think he was drinking tea or coffee or water, whatever the hell he was drinking. And he was drinking the tea, and he looked at the graphic, and he looked at it again. He looked like he was about to fall out of his chair because he could not believe what his eyes were showing him. So for those of you who didn't see this segment, when I play it for you, and we're also going to hold up the screenshot of Chris Broussard's face so you can actually see his expression, because he seemed to be, to use Nick Wright's word, gobsmacked by what he saw. So we're going to play it for you now, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to this exchange here.
I'm not sure if he's blaming the refs. The D-Lo thing, I mean, that happened at the end of the third quarter. Again, you're still up 10 at that point. That certainly wasn't the reason you won. There's no need to bring up Philly. And I think LeBron did it unsolicited. That wasn't the question. He even acknowledged that. I think he was trying to send a message. Nobody's voice is as loud as LeBron's in the league office. He's trying to send a message. Hold on. He's trying to send a message for the next game.
That what?
Now what?
They want more.
Well, he wants more calls. Now, no, I'm not saying that's what he's doing. But here's the thing.
Do you know the?
It's not a good look. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It's not a good look. Except that they just got.
Here's the free throw disparity.
Okay,
you know this graphic nonsense.
No, well,
it's free throw disparity.
We've seen this before. It's Phil Jackson, Jeff. This is what you do.
This is a normal graphic. I know it's the style of play in LeBron.
So again, I've never. So this is. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. Sorry.
Oh, that's a wow.
But that's the last 2 seasons. So let's just
they
be
are like
clear.
3 times.
The difference
more than
between
everybody
number
else.
2, 3, 4, 5 is all within 80 free
Where
throws.
in the world
And the
did
Lakers
you
are
get that?
700
I'll
above.
tell you where he got
And
it.
he has to send a message
Hold on.
that they need more.
So let me.
Here's
more
what he's
attention to
trying
the
to
refs.
do.
So let me,
I didn't know this graphic.
Okay,
Wow.
so that's because
interesting.
you don't spend as much time on social media as Wilds, and this was a very popular bar graph from 2 weeks ago that everybody fell in love with. So let's actually do the real data on it.
Sure, pull it up.
Last year, the Lakers had a almost historic free throw edge.
So you saw Chris Broussard's reaction. Let's go over this damn image. The Lakers free throw advantage or attempts differential over the last 2 years, the Lakers are at 1,113. The next team behind them is the Knicks, Magic, Bucks, and Celtics. And at the bottom of the page or whatever, the screen, they had surprise LeBron is blaming the referees. It is surprising. It is surprising to see that the Lakers have such a differential, and for LeBron and these guys to still be complaining about the referees. That is insane. That number shows you that the Lakers have a clear advantage every single night. And someone pointed it out to me yesterday because I forgot some of the people that were complaining about it, but there were some head coaches that were complaining last year. The Toronto Raptors head coach, Steve Kerr, was also complaining about it. Mike Malone himself complained. These are NBA coaches saying this, right? Where for whatever reason, not for whatever reason, we know the reason, the Lakers keep getting this advantage. So to me, it is clear that the Lakers have an advantage. They have an advantage at the free throw line. That's not what I'm saying. That's not a conspiracy. That's what the numbers said, right? And no one can come after me, because if they're going to come after me, they need to come after these guys first, because they spoke about it on live television. I'm reacting to some information that they put out there. And also yesterday, the show that we produced with Nikola Jokic and Mike Malone, all of them, some people pointed out to me that Scap Attack has been highlighting it. I think I saw him talk about it, but I probably didn't see the show. I haven't been catching all of his shows. I think yesterday he produced the show. I forgot what it was about, but I saw a bit of it. I didn't finish. So it may have just, flown below my radar. I didn't see it, right? So I don't want to make it seem like as if, oh, no one is talking about it. In terms of, I didn't see it in number one. Number two, when I talk about why isn't anybody talking about this, I'm talking about in big media, large media corporations. That's what I was referring to, actually. But in terms of this, man, Chris Broussard is a LeBron James supporter. But even and Chris Broussard seems to be a basketball historian. He knows a lot about basketball. For him to not even know this, it goes to show you just how much madness is taking place out there, because he didn't even see that. And Nick Wright was fully aware of it. Nick Wright was fully aware of that information, and he will still go up there with a straight face and start hollering and screaming and complaining about this and complain. That's the Nick Wright way for you. But even with this differential in place, it really shows you that if the Lakers didn't have that advantage, what would they be as a basketball team? Now, I don't know if they've had this advantage for, let's say, the past 10, 15 years. I don't know that. But it's a pretty glaring one. And so to hear these guys complaining about fouls and no calls, LeBron up there, it's like, trust me, I think that the players are aware of it. I think the entire league is aware of it. So for these guys to be aware of it, that they have this advantage, and to still go out there and complain about the refs, I'm sure the refs must be thinking like, bro, we're already helping you guys every single night. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? But I thought it was pretty hilarious to see Chris Broussard's reaction, because he looked like he almost spilled his tea or whatever, his drink or water, whatever the hell he was drinking. So I was like, this would be a pretty interesting show to share with you guys. What I want to know from you guys, what do you think about this? What do you think about this free throw attempt differential? Do you think it's good? Do you think that, hey, maybe just the Lakers driving to the basket, or do you think that there's something inherently wrong with this? Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.